What is up, Penny Man? How you doing, y'all? We here today with Sanji, Wind Smoke, CZ on. I low-key spoiled myself a little bit. I know Sanji's gonna go crazy. I heard Sanji's gonna go crazy against Kizaru and Saturn. I know it's some Kuma greatness. So I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. But to get into it, got my anime hat on, my new anime hat. You know, the green and yellow is not exactly the correct. You know, I don't know. You know, I mean, it looked a little tacky a little bit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I got my yellow on for Wanji season, so let's get it. Let's get it, man. I've been keeping up with the chapters, but I've been reading them off screen. Well, technically not off screen. More like I haven't recorded them. But I mean, I did record. I'm tripping. I did record. I just haven't uploaded them. That's what it is. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Let me pull it up a little bit so you can see my face. Got me some lights up in here too. Ooh, that's a secret right here. You're gonna have to see when I get this whole dang situation figured out. You're gonna have to see some future videos with some future reactions with some future anime. It's gonna be dope. So let's get into it. I'm gonna post the chapter in the comment section on of the live stream. And once I grow bigger, I hope you look back on this live stream and see the process. So let's get into it. Chapter 1104. Thank you, Daddy. We have really ruined the word daddy because Bonnie's probably just talking about her dad, but I just think about unfortunate implications. Not really unfortunate, like not specifically involving Bonnie or Kuma. Just that, you know, word thank you, Daddy. That phrase is kind of, you know, we ruined that phrase. Daddy isn't inherently. Anyways, this is really adorable. I seen this on Twitter from someone called Pew. It's really adorable, you know, how it relates back to Sanji and you know, helping rats and stuff where, you know, he had cooked for rats back in his past. So this is a really adorable cover page. I love Sanji so much. The GOAT, dope. Let's get into some more stuff. You're the Buccaneer brat, a punch full of feeling. You can either live as a slave or die. By the way, I forgot. I need to check make sure the stream is sounding good. Make sure the stream is sounding alrighty. Alrighty, lefty loosey, tidy righty. Let me see this stream going good though. All right. It sounds good. The stream sounds good. It sounds delicious. It sounds beautiful. Yeah. A punch full of emotion. You either live as a slave or die. Nothing else can be tolerated for someone on your inkling. He's a piece of shit. Mommy has passed away. She's in a better place now. I'm just so happy. Damn. Karachi, sorry, but I'm at death's door. I'm starting to tear up. Jesus. Wait till y'all see my reaction to the other parts of this chapter. Saturn's a piece of fucking human shit. Kuma is a reason why he was a part of top 10 favorites One Piece. And check out that stream too, if you haven't already. Why? Vegapunk, what is the meaning of this? Exclamation point. Question mark. How can Kuma still be alive? I made use of our contingency plan. A few days after the Revolutionary Army took him, I triggered his self-destruct mechanism. Nani? Oh shit. Yo, Vegapunk coming clutch. Oh wait, does that mean he's gonna self-destruct? Oh no. Wait, does this mean like that, you know, he's triggered his self-destruct mechanism, right? So basically, does that mean like Kuma is freaking like, you know, Vegapunk put him in a position to be able to fight back, like as a last resort, like some type of button to fight back, but afterwards he's gonna die? Shit. This punch better go crazy in anime. If Toei, you mess up this punch, I'll be on you for the rest of my existence. Seriously. Smash. Oda let him land it. Oda let him land the punch. Why am I playing Sanji's theme? Let me see if there's a Kuma theme out there. This punch right here, this page is so glorious. This guy be up there with Carlos. It's not Carlos level, but it's up there with Carlos and being satisfied. Ah! Apparently, this is Kuma's theme. I didn't know that theme was specific for Kuma. I swore that theme is played in other places. But anyway, let's continue. Saint Saturn, yo, he sent him flying too. I wonder if he's just that strong, or like I was talking with Kat. Kat is like someone who is in a lot of my streams. And we were talking about how what was it exactly? I'm trying to dial down my hype so I can talk real quick. We were talking about how potential how creative people could be with the Devil Fruits. And I suggested that Kuma could maybe combine punches with his like pushing ability. And I think that's what we're seeing here. Either that, Saturn is exactly like I figured he was going to be, and he's an absolute last cannon. I mean, I'm not saying Kuma isn't strong. I'm just like, I mean, the amount of distance he's sending them is pretty crazy. Bro is bleeding and shit. Don't tell me this nigga's already knocked out. That'd be pretty unsatisfying. Like, of course, I want Kuma to get his get back, but that'd be pretty unsatisfying story-wise for a villain. The town, what's going on? Did Kuma do that? The town. Huh? Oh, I didn't know this was a town. That was a lab. Okay, then. Which makes sense. I guess it's Egghead Island, not Egghead Lab. I don't know where the whole time it was just in a lab. I don't know. Whatever. He just punched one of the 5 elders. Him and Luffy are the only ones to have done that. Absolute goats. I mean, Zoro was close to it. Shout out to Zoro for that, even though, he's fighting Luffy sloppy seconds right now. But shout out for that. I'm not slandering. I'm just being honest. I'm not really into Zoro versus Lucci because of that reason. Where it's kind of like, Lucci, why are you just still around, bro? Like, Lucci just feels like he's here just for plot. Like, I don't see no reason for Lucci to still be around. But yeah, this hat's showing like a black shadow. Let me get a new one. Let's see. What different hat can I wear? The hat kind of showing a shadow in my eyes. I don't wear this one right here as often. I think it's the first time I wore my anime hat in the video. So let's go with this one. Let's go with this bad boy. Yeah. There we go. I like one of these rappers or something back in the day. These lights are not that bad. I think I need like another one to shine right like a diamond right in front of my face. But it definitely like enlighten my area. Like, for example, I don't know if y'all know it, but the Gear 5 Luffy figure. Yeah. Let me see if Cat is around. If you want to talk about the chapter, see if Cat's around. And by the way, join my Discord. You could also join the stream or just talk in general. Whenever. But yeah. Go help Saint Saturn once. He's on the rubble. For someone of his status to be struck by a slave, pant. This is unprecedented. Hey, we can move again, Bonnie-chan. Are you hurt? This is our chance. Get Bonnie to the upper levels. Escaping the islands are only objective. What's the meaning of this? That's a good question. The truth is, I didn't install traditional self-destruct mechanism. He's gonna grab Bonnie. I couldn't bear the idea of making you into a bum, knowing how those bastards would take full advantage of that. But I still kept my word. I just used a different kind of failsafe. And he activated it. I programmed it to shut your body down completely. Oh, he hugged Bonnie. Between that and the loss of your individuality, you should be nothing but a vegetable now, capable of receiving orders. Then the power of love overpowered that shit. Even accounting for Bonnie's presence here, you shouldn't be able to reach us. How are you still moving? This almost seems beyond science. The power of love, baby. The power of love. It can't be what I'm thinking, can it? The Buccaneers were said to have a special care listed beyond the strong by after all. Your people want what? Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna be left cliffhanger that. Wow, I'm finished, isn't it? Kuma kind of smirking about it. Yeah, 'cause they have a pass together. Where's Straw Hat? He disappeared right before we could apprehend him. There's no way we could call in such a failure. Thank you, Daddy, for everything. Aww. I saw your memories. Mommy seemed like an amazing woman, and I saw how you actually wrote lots and lots of letters that made me so happy. Oh, Spider-Man 3? Yeah, man. That's the classic. That's one of my favorites. Hey, man, how you doing? Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a minute. Give me a moment for a sec, though. Dang. Page got me tearing up. I don't care if everyone else calls you a tyrant, because I know there's no one kind to my dad. To me, you're the coolest person in the whole world. I'll never ever forget that. So I'll never forget that, because you know this is the last of them. Damn, bro. Fuck, that hurt. Ah, Saint Saturn crash. Stump. Vegapunk. I am waiting for explanation. Was this you're doing? Shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit, Saturn. What you gonna do about it, bitch ass nigga? I suppose without all your fancy power, you're the last can. Fuck out of here, bitch. You better not do nothing to Kuma, bitch ass nigga. You better not do no more shit. I suppose I'll be fair to say that I am ultimately responsible, but you're a mantic. You would just as easily chalk this up to the power of love. Just like Sanji, the power of love. I think that's an interesting thing that I feel like Oda's finna do. You know, when he's pushing the boundaries between the power of love and the power of science, because Sanji earlier in his art referenced the power of love, and you know he's like has science based to him. You know, you also have Vegapunk referencing it too. I see as usual, to ear is human. How short sighted. You gentlemen have outlived your usefulness. Farewell. What's this? Wait, his body regenerating. Oh wait. Kuma took his arm too. I didn't even notice that. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I didn't even notice that. Damn, Kuma went on his ass. I didn't know Kuma took his arm too though, or his spider leg, whatever. Is that his spider leg or his arm? Let me see. Wow, this is a beautiful panel when she hugging him and stuff, and the shading and all that. Top tier, man. Top tier. Kuma, if he's not one of your favorite characters in One Piece, what are you doing? Why are you even reading One Piece? Seriously, like why are you even reading One Piece? Um, Damn, this man just regenerated entire arm in seconds. What the? His body is regenerating. Yeah, just like you, Sanji. Daddy, get out of the way. You gotta move. I'm not gonna let you. Oh shoot! Sanji season. Okay. What Sanji finna do to Saturn, bro? These I keep turning on. Damn ads. Stop ads. Come on, I'm trying to see the next part of the chapter. Upset Bonnie Johnny Moore, you damn dirty old spider. Sanji coming in clutch. Oh, Frankie coming in clutch too. Yo, this is great. This is great. I'm gonna tell you why this is great. Not only because the other stars are doing something, but also because of the fact that that Frankie's also science based. This is perfect. I was hoping this was gonna be Frankie's arc, so Frankie finna shine too. Frankie and Sanji versus Kizaru and Saturn. That's interesting. I don't know how long Frankie gonna survive, but maybe Frankie will come in clutch. Maybe Frankie got some new weapons that I don't know nothing about, bro. Yeah. But appreciate about the poster, man. It's over there. It's weird because actually, no, that wouldn't post the poster anyways. I would think maybe it was backwards. But yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. We owe Kuma a huge debt too. He protected the ship for 2 years. Radical, my goodness, you certainly have grown a lot. Beam. You don't see how much. Oh, he just blew a hole in him. This man from the generator for this shit too, though. Yo, this man's Frankie just got a big hit in on a Gorosei member. Let's put your growth to the test. Frankie! Down. He's probably down from that kick, to be honest. That nigga's probably done, bro. Good shit, though, Frankie. Good shit. Sanji got you. Sanji got you now, though, bro. He gonna come in clutch. Vegapunk, Dad can't move. Yeah, I mean that was his last stand. I feel that was case. Atlas, can you carry Atlas? Big as heck. Can you carry him to our meeting in the Labrastrom? Leave it to me. Now that Kuma's joined us, wouldn't you agree there are too many players on the board? I think it's about time we wrap this shit up. You're a sad, sad man, Kizaru. Have you no heart? I should have brought the darker pay of shade. I'm gonna embarrass myself at this rate. The nigga crying. I feel you, Kizaru, but like, your crying don't mean nothing, man. Because it's like you're still doing it. Join our side. But not before you fight Sanji. I want to see you fight Sanji first. But join our side after that, okay? 10 Straw Hat Kizaru. Like I know Kizaru, he's really fighting against like both sides because he has a history with these guys, but he's also has this. It's kind of like a Garp situation in Marineford, to be honest. But it's also interesting because we also had the stuff earlier with Alkaji. O's doing some pretty interesting parallels. I'm fucking with it. The Buster Call protocol has been authorized by the authority of the world government. This island has been declared a directional side where all ships take aim, reduce everything to action in the name of our justice. A traitor who studied the taboo secrets of the world, a survivor of the bloodline that shouldn't be extinct, and a pirate that awakened the power of the ancient god. This island has been completely infested. Damn, next chapter finna go crazy. And ain't no break next week either. But honestly, I'm not that scared of the Buster Call. I mean, what's this gonna be on their Vice Admirals? Just for the Straw Hats to easily beat up? That's what I'm guessing is gonna happen. Like I'm not that afraid of a Buster Call, bro. But you probably just there's gonna be cannon fire in the Buster Call ships for the Straw Hats to actually have something to actually do. I mean, sure, Jinbei's packing boxes, which is important for their escape, but yeah. Which I mean, I guess he's fitting his role, similar to how people kind of criticize Sanji not getting a fight in like Whole Cake Island. Sanji, him baking and stuff is who he is. He is the cook ultimately. Jinbei's a fighter, just like Sanji's a fighter, but ultimately Jinbei's role is to be the helmsman. So it makes sense that he's putting boxes on the ship. I'm not criticizing Jinbei because he's not even in this chapter. I'm not trying to slander Jinbei. I'm just saying that other Straw Hats, they're somewhere else. Like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Robin's doing. I don't know what Nami's doing. I guess maybe they're keeping watch over the Seraphim. I don't know. And honestly, I'm surprised it's a town. I thought it was a lab. I'm confused about that. That was just a lab. I know it was a town. But yeah, like my deer is proven. Saturn's a glass can. I love seeing Kuma able to get his punch off. That was amazing. Sanji coming in clutch. Frankie coming in like a clutch, like a mud effort, bro. I gotta give Frankie his props. Super. I gotta give Frankie his props. You know Frankie ain't my favorite, like Sanji is and Luffy is. It doesn't mean I don't like Frankie. It's just he's not my personal favorite. But I gotta give him his props because he's a straw hat. It's cool to see any straw hat putting in work. Shout out to Vegapunk too, a real one. You know, still trying to do good even when he works for a corrupt government. I got text. This chapter was a 9 out of 10 automatically, instantly. And every Kuma chapter before has been a 10 out of 10. Just for a spoiler alert of what I gave it. Especially when I sit down and think about stuff, I think about Kuma chapters, easy 10 out of 10 chapters. Easy 10 out of 10. I give this one 9 out of 10. Because yeah, I want to see what happens next. We better stay in freaking Egghead. A lot of times when Oda doesn't give us a break, we go somewhere else. It's like, bruh, we better stay in Egghead. I have a theory that Sanji's been putting some work. Bonnie is going to upgrade my nigga Sanji to like 30 years in the future. 30 years in the future, Sanji. It's gonna be like, you know, when the episode comes out in Toei, I should have my double cut. I should get a double cut. I'm gonna drink out of it. I should get a double cut on stream. But I would dare that Toei is gonna end episode 30 years in the future, Sanji. Bonnie's belief in no. Let me get that right. 30 years in the future. Bonnie's belief in Sanji. But yeah, I don't think I got much else to say. It's a short and simple. Whoa, what was that? A short and simple stream here. I said what I need to say, yeah. Say what I need to say, yeah. I said what I need to say, yeah. I said what I need to say, yeah. So we finna hit our eye here. Peace like strive. Take to the next one. I might do a review on this. If I can get Cat around. I might do a review on this. Talk about this more. But we'll see. That's my ultimate theory. Sanji from putting work in this chapter. Kizaru may be more conflicted, even more so, but he's gonna stay true to his side for now. But damn, that was a hell of a quote. I didn't think about that because I was still thinking about the Sanji stuff and the Bonnie stuff, which Bonnie and Kuma, oh my goodness. But I should have wore Dr. Shades. It's like it kind of reminds me of I had never seen Full Metal Alchemist still yet. I know I'm a fried anime fan. But that whole line of something about rain, I just butchered it. But you know the line I'm talking about where it's like he's like it's something a day for rain or something like that. Anime fan, I know. But yeah, I'm finna hit up out of here. This was an amazing chapter. 9 out of 10 once again. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I was iffy on it. I'm gonna give it a 10. A solid 10. I don't like giving every chapter a 10. No, nah, a 10. A 10 should be special. 10 should be special. I'll give it a solid. Fuck it. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's an instant 10. Oh, and I was gonna end the stream. What's up, Cat?
You just finished the chapter and you were going to end the stream.
No, I've been finished the chapter.
How long have you been going for?
Oh, it's only been 25 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I read it pretty fast this time. I was in and out.
Pretty decent one. I mean, nothing new, but you don't always need new information to have a good chapter. Sometimes it's just about the moments.
Yeah. Oh, you heard me about I was tripping between my 10 and 10 to give 10 or not.
I didn't hear that at all. What would I give it?
Oh, I that's why you was talking about. Sometimes you don't need that new information, just about the moments. Man, the Bonnie and Kuma still have me tearing up, to be honest.
I don't know if I'd give it a 10. I definitely wouldn't give it a low score though, at all. I mean,
I gave it a 9.
Either for me, probably like an 8.5.
I know you don't like Kuma that much.
Well, it's not that. It's a 10 out of 10 chapter for me would have been if something massive happened.
Okay.
Like
I think I gave all the previous other Kuma chapters a 10 if I remember. This one I gave a 9.
Like if
it's teetering on a 10.
Like if Saturn's fist had gone right through Saturn, like if Kuma's fist had gone right through Saturn's chest and pulled his heart out, then I would have been like, yep, 10 out of 10. Like,
I mean, here's the thing though, Saturn can't go down yet, and that wouldn't be good for a villain. I hate Saturn, of course, because he's a horrible person.
Hey, looks like we got that.
I was happy to see Kuma punch him.
Looks like we got that Sanji versus Saturn set up though.
I think it's gonna be Sanji Saturn versus Kuma.
Or so one thing I was confused about. Kizaru was obviously shooting at Frankie, right?
Yeah.
Who shot a beam at Saturn though?
That was Frankie shot a beam at Saturn.
But I thought that Kizaru's beam would have hit him first and intercepted it.
I guess Kizaru didn't shoot it yet. He didn't shoot it yet until Frankie shot his.
I still feel like, Kizaru's... I still feel there's a chance that Kizaru might betray.
Oh yeah, I think it's a chance. I guess you probably haven't heard my theory of what I think is gonna happen. I think next chapter,
Go for it.
I think next chapter Bonnie's gonna age up Sanji like 30 years. And he's going 2v1 Kizaru and Saturn. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win, but
I don't see how aging him up would make him stronger though.
I mean, Sanji's got to come in clutch. He's going against Saturn.
Why can't he just get stronger from the actual fight itself?
I mean, he got to do something. I would hope it doesn't just have him be ragdoll. That'd be horrible.
No, okay, it's possible, but I doubt it.
I mean, Sanji's the only one here right now. Like, he's the only one like in the field right now. I think Frankie's down. Kuma is sadly he was just going off of his last fighting wheel of his love for Bonnie, and Vegapunk's obviously not going to do anything. Luffy's is still needs some more.
Well, meat. Vegapunk was never a fighter.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to do anything. I mean, he's already come in clutch enough by doing this thing with Kuma, but he can't fight sadly. So honestly, it's up to Sanji right now. I mean,
also when he explains himself in regards to Kuma, I now actually understand completely, and I no longer have any resentment towards him, because he was basically saying, you know, I plan to just leave Kuma like a vegetable. Like, yeah, that's awful, but you know, it would mean that he wouldn't really be himself anymore. He wouldn't feel anything. He'd basically be dead at that point. You know, it would just be his body being used as a weapon. And, you know, that would mean that Kuma wouldn't have to watch himself, you know, harm all those people, basically.
Yeah, that makes a
So
lot
it,
of sense.
like, it's messed up, yeah, like saying that you're gonna basically turn someone into a vegetable, but at the same time, it's like,
That
well,
makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, he didn't
what's
just
the
take
ultimate?
his manti. He didn't just take his manti. Kamuha. It was
Yeah,
like
he
to
took,
save him from that fate because I mean
yeah,
he's.
and exactly, and the fact that, you know, Vegapunk's like, I didn't have a choice, like,
I mean the government has
um,
him by balls. Like they just will kill him if he goes against them. They're honestly like the mafia, to be honest. Like
who?
the government.
No, no.
Like once you work for them, you can't get up out of it.
Okay, in that sense, yeah, but no. Well, I can't speak about the mafia because I have never had any run-ins of the mafia before.
That
But
was suspicious. You should know a lot about the mafia.
I mean,
We on stream though, so you don't say nothing.
well,
but
I mean, I wouldn't. Um, but no, I've never met anyone from the mafia before. Thank God. But like the Gorsei,
basically, I mean they're just criminals. Basically,
they're
they're
they're worse than pretty much the worst criminals. I mean, okay, not the absolute worst, mind you, because the absolute worst do really despicable stuff. But they're up there. I'd say the Gorsei are up there with the cartels.
yeah.
The,
That's what I
the,
meant.
car-
That's what cartel is better to say. Yeah.
the cartels are far worse than the mafia was ever.
Because that's some cartel shit. Like Vegapunk can't get up out of that, or they'll kill him. That's some cartel shit. Like you
and
part of the cartel for life. Like damn.
and yeah, but
Man, I love the Kuma and Bonnie moment. Like that was great stuff. When Ola is
like
good, he's good.
I don't okay, here's the thing, right? I would never say that Kuma's a bad character. I'd never say that he is you know, just okay or anything along those lines. You know, I realize that he is one of the best characters in the series. He just doesn't do anything for me. And because he doesn't do anything for me, that's not me trying to say that, you know, if he was a real person, I wouldn't get his back. I'm just saying he's not really,
He just
and
don't do anything.
it's not even about the things he's done. It's not about the things he's done at all. It's I honestly feel as though Kuma should have been in the story a lot more, considering his connection to Dragon and Luffy. I feel like he should have been shown more often than he
Okay.
has been. Because Kuma never got an entire arc to be present in, and I think that's a damn shame. And for me, that kind of hurts his character in a way.
Yeah,
Because it's like,
it's funny because Raph was talking about. He was like, "You need to tie your arcs," you know. But
yeah, Kuma deserved
that's not
Kuma's character.
necessary.
Kuma fans deserved like a Kuma arc. He should have been, you know, in an entire arc. He should have been here for the entire freaking thing, not doing that stupid. Oh, I'm at the Holy Land facing dragon crap. Nah, I'm sorry, that or facing Akainu crap. Like that was just random as hell. He should have freaking been here.
Yeah, I would say this. This stuff with Kuma has been built up before. Like we had no idea before why he.
He better not be dead. This better not be like a last hurrah. He gets in a few hits. Like
Now that'd be really fucked up.
that. Yeah, that's
It's like damn, man. Like Oda don't let Kuma have nothing.
Yeah, if Kuma's gonna die, it should be something like he uses his power to send everybody away from the island, and then stays there to ensure that Saturn blows up too. Like maybe he grabs him from the back and it's like, we're going to die together. And then Saturn, I don't know, maybe he gets out of there last minute, but that's how I would have Kuma go out. Grab freaking Saturn. You know that wrestling move where you grab someone from the back with your arms and you like,
yeah.
That's what I would have Kuma do. Grab him and be like, "You ain't getting away. You ain't getting away. You're taking this freaking Buster Call with me."
Right. That'd be perfect. Have a Gore say, remember, like, go out because their own Buster Call. That'd be fire.
Like Sanji can have his Saturn fight. He could still have that Saturn fight. But
yeah, I think Sanji's fighting Saturn and Kizaru though right now.
Because there's no way in hell
why he wouldn't. It don't make any sense for him not
to.
There's
Kizaru's back up. I mean, maybe it would make more sense for Sanji to fight Kizaru and Luffy to fight Saturn.
I mean, I think it would end up being a situation where Kizaru ends up stop fighting them. But I think for now, like at least next chapter, unless Oda goes off, because I noticed this thing. I talked about this in the stream. I notice when Oda doesn't have a break next week, he usually goes somewhere else, and I hate that he does that.
Yeah, but this is the Straw Hats. I don't see that happening.
I hope not. I hope. And here's the thing: I'm not just talking as a Sanji fan, or I'm not delusional. I don't think Sanji can beat Kizaru and Saturn at the same time. I'm not saying that.
I don't think
he can. That logically speaking, why wouldn't he go against both of them next time? Because he's the only one around.
I mean, will he try to go against them both? Yes, but we both know that together, Sanji's going to get really messed up.
What I'm saying is I think he still will come in clutch.
I'm not sitting here trying to say that Sanji's not going to put the hurting on them both, because of course he would, but he even Luffy wouldn't.
Funny because Kizaru's like, I want to see your growth to Frankie. He'll probably be like the Sanji next chapter.
I feel like he should have said that to Sanji, because who the hell is Frankie? Like, who really gives a crap? The guy makes robots. The guy invents really impressive shit. He has.
I guess Oda was trying to give Frankie his moment before he got knocked out. I mean, I don't think Frankie's getting back up.
Oda's giving Frankie nothing.
I think Frankie's down right now.
When Kizaru said something about growth, you know what I should have said out loud? Yeah, Oda, show us their growth that you never gave them.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying to Frankie because Frankie had attacks, had blown a hole.
I'm not trying to say that to diss on Frankie. I'm just trying to say I would agree with you, Kizaru, if Oda gave.
Don't get me wrong, I like Sanji way more than Frankie, but that doesn't mean, and I ain't gonna give Frankie his props. He's a straw hat, so
they all should have. They all should have impressive stuff to do.
Absolutely, I love when the straw hats come together, and I love Frankie getting his props, because I feel like Frankie this should be partly Frankie's art too.
You know what Frankie should have done? Frankie should have, I don't know, revealed some new mode that he can go into, and maybe say something like, "I've been working on this since we left Wano, like just been tinkering around with this, and I didn't have time to finish it until we reach this island," and then unveil a new, and I don't know, maybe like a new weapon that he has, maybe like imagine if his chest opened up and a friggin' big cannon came out of it, and it was like, boom. But
my camera keep acting up. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, he did get a great shot in on Saturn, though, which is something I didn't expect to happen.
But the fact that Saturn regenerated a freaking arm, that's not good. We've never seen somebody. First of all,
he regenerated getting blown through by Frankie.
Yeah, but blown through is not the same as having a limb.
He regenerated even more than that, though.
But I don't think many people seem to realize.
Getting a hole blown through your chest, it's kind of crazy. Getting a hole blown through your chest is kind of crazy.
But Marco had holes blown through his chest. So
You
it's
mean
not that crazy.
The Logia?
Yeah, when he was getting shot over and over and over again by Kizaru, and the flames were just healing that off.
Not that big though.
The size doesn't matter. The size doesn't matter, man. Losing a limb and regrowing it is far more impressive than, oh, I got a big hole in my chest. Like it's One Piece. Like, but
I mean,
limb regrow.
I mean,
but limb regrow, dude.
Either way, Saturn's most regeneration in the series.
Oh, he's got the best in the series because there's not many fruits that have regenerative powers.
I mean, Sanji can put his body back together, but he has to like snap it back in place.
That's not regeneration, though. Well, I guess it technically is.
It is regeneration. It's just not Saturn level, but it's definitely. I mean, he just has to.
Maybe Saturn's planning to blow himself up with the Buster Call and just reassemble himself afterwards.
That would be oh my goodness, he could do that. That'd be insane. But here's the thing that I've said before plenty of times: Saturn. I was right. Saturn's a glass cannon. Because this guy is getting hurt by everybody, bro. He got stabbed by Bonnie. He got hurt by Frankie. Not this Kuma, but he got hurt by Kuma. Like if Sanji lands a really great hit on him, I don't know, bro. Like I could easily see it becoming Sanji versus Kizaru once Sanji can get around Saturn.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
the problem is they're together. Yeah, that's the problem. Honestly, I can see Sanji going at it with Kizaru, but then Saturn just sneaks attack him.
But let me put it to you like this: you're not wrong, but does it really matter when you can heal from almost? I mean, okay, obviously he'll have a limit to how much he can heal, but does it really matter if you're a glass cannon if you can just heal stuff? You can heal off pretty much any injury.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. He can still get knocked unconscious.
That's true. Unless he's like Wolverine.
And I don't know. I mean, do we think Saturn is tanking like a Ifrit Jambler? Like,
probably because
he's dead if he takes a free Jambler.
I have nothing to compare that attack to in terms of
Queen
destructive capability. I mean, just because he used it to take down Queen, that's Queen. Queen should not be on the level of the Gorosei.
Queen, the second commander of Kaido.
A second commander being as powerful as one of the Gorosei? No, I think that's ridiculous.
It can't be that ridiculous. This guy got hurt badly by Frankie.
But he also said at one point when Bonnie hit him that he let her hit him.
Sounds like excuses to me.
It could be an excuse, but for all we know, he's just sitting here doing this, laughing his ass off and being like, you can hit me as many times as you want. I'm just going to stand here and take it.
Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, I mean, that's a problem in of itself. Because, I mean, I can't see like Jinbei getting pierced with the chest by a Frankie beam.
But he can't regenerate. So he wouldn't let himself.
He'd be way stronger than that, though. He wouldn't get pierced with the chest by a Frankie beam.
Look, when you can regenerate on that level, you're not going to care. I mean, okay, maybe you wouldn't want to feel the pain.
Here's the problem with regenerating characters. A lot of times, they're actually really weak. They just have great regeneration.
They're not weak. They're just overconfident.
And
Saturn's definitely overconfident.
I think it's ridiculous to think this guy is not knocked on. Like this guy is, to me, I think this guy is dead. If he takes the F3 jump, like there's no way. If this guy,
I don't see why you say that. We've never seen Sanji use it against the top tier before.
There's a top tier. Queen is not top tier. Are you serious right now?
Dude, he's a freaking hockey-less
He's a commander of Kaido.
Yeah, you know who the top tiers are?
He's one of the strongest characters in the entire series. He's a commander of Kaido.
Dude, the Yonko themselves are top tier, and freaking Queen got one shot by a weakened Big Mom.
By Big Mom, by Yonko.
A weakened Big Mom.
By a Yonko. Got one shot by a Yonko.
Yeah, who are top tiers. Now, he's a high tier, but he's not a top of the world, like best in the world tier.
This guy got hurt by Frankie. Severely hurt by Frankie. Right generation, he been dead. This guy
I mean,
is not
I don't disagree. I mean,
like,
look, if Sanji was to hit him with what is it? It's Ifrit.
Yeah, Ifrit.
Ifrit. That's it's funny you mentioned that because I'm playing a game where Ifrit is actually part of the story. It's
Cool.
Final Fantasy 16. You literally transform into Ifrit. But like if Sanji was to hit him with that and set Saturn's entire body on fire and just turn him into ash, I'm not going to be complaining. I'll be surprised, but I'm not going to be complaining.
I feel like if he gets severely hurt by Frankie, I just don't know how. Like,
okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
I don't see how he's like taking an Ifrit because I mean this nigga got pierced by Frankie's beam.
That's
like
right.
I think Sanji's Ifrit is definitely way stronger than Frankie's beam.
I'm sorry. I hear what you're saying now. His arm didn't just get pierced. His freaking arm got blown up by Frankie. Yeah. So
no, I think his arm got blown up by Kuma punching him.
That's true. So
by a punch.
Yeah. Honestly, but he was using hockey, and who knows? Maybe he was using his fruit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would think he might have been using his fruit to send.
You know what? You're right because it's the paw pad where the power comes from.
And he punched him. Yeah.
But I mean, man.
But I don't know. Because Saturn's looking not that.
We also don't know if Sanji can use that move. If that move might take a lot out of him. Because if it takes too much out of him, he's not going to just start off with it.
I would say
because isn't Ifrit Janbei isn't that a finisher?
Currently, yes, his strongest one. I mean, he could probably. I mean, blue is not the hottest flame there is. He could probably go farther with like training.
He'll probably go to white.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. He'll probably go farther in the future, but yeah, that's his highest one right now. I would say that about it taking a lot out of him. I think it does, but there's also a case to remember that he was fighting Queen for a long time before he used it.
He only used it once though. He didn't use it twice.
Right, but my point is like he could probably use at least like 4 times.
Yeah, I can see that. Maybe it starts. Maybe he starts panting after 3 uses of it.
Yeah, because I mean, like Queen is like yes, Queen isn't of course up there with the Yonkos, but he sent him flying, completely off the island, like a ancient zone user of a Yonko. I mean,
yeah. You know what Sanji does need? He needs Ifrit Hell's memories.
Oh my goodness, that'd be ridiculous.
That's what he needs.
That'd be ridiculous.
We need freaking blue fire cloaked Sanji.
And yeah, that'd be crazy. But what you were saying about you don't see Sanji getting stronger by being aged up. Well, I would say the response to that is that I do think adult Bonnie definitely has to be stronger than kid Bonnie. I feel.
But that's a kid, dude. That Sanji's not a kid. He's an adult already.
He's not, and even if take out logic for a second. Think about how fiction works. Usually in fiction, when characters are aged up, they're usually like 1,000 times stronger. Like
it depends on the circumstances. I mean, you can't Gon, for example, can't use him as an example because that's a nin transformation. That's not like a drug he took that made him get older. His nin literally exploded and made him age up.
And you also got to think about how strong the old man in One Piece are.
But they have to train to get that point, though. Like just being aged up alone is not necessarily going to make you.
I mean, so what do you think? I mean, I see what you're saying, Like logically speaking, I just can easily see Oda being like Sanji gets 3 times stronger or something.
I mean,
Like,
sure, maybe Bonnie can just say, when I age people up, they reach their full potential.
because also
Maybe
her
that's
power isn't exactly I don't think her power is exactly just aging up. I think her power is almost like some semi ultra dimensional
it is. You're right.
type thing where she's like, I imagine a future where I'm Nika. I imagine a
No,
future where
that
Sanji is
was Saturn
what's up?
flat out explains that was an experiment which gave her that ability.
Okay.
Yeah, he was trying to turn her into another user of the Nika power.
But she said I imagine a future where I'm Nika.
Well, yeah, but she didn't realize.
I'm gonna look up her abilities.
Saturn flat out explains that
It
you know
says Bonnie grows big and muscular through an alternate future.
you can't just base it off the freaking wiki. That Saturn himself in one of the chapters flat out says, "Where the fuck am I supposed to go?" Did I just go the wrong way? God, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. And I really don't like Oda shoving that ability
Okay,
in her.
what chapter did she say that did Sarah say that?
I can't remember.
Was that this? Okay.
Might have been the last one before this.
All right, I'm gonna check it out real quick. I'm gonna go back. Cause I did not remember that.
I mean, otherwise it's just straight BS. But Oda surely doesn't care about what's BS and what isn't. So.
I mean, we have somebody who could turn people into toys, and people lose the memories of the people being turned into toys.
Yeah, but that's also the name of I mean, it's literally Devil Fruit related. I mean, it should be called Hobby. It should be called Toy. But again, Oda doesn't really care about logic. Like, I legit won't be surprised if Shanks was to have the power to freaking drink and get stronger every time he drinks. I would not be surprised because of how One Piece is.
You said what again?
I wouldn't be surprised if Oda gave Shanks the ability to grow stronger every time he drinks alcohol.
Oh, I mean, I can see him having drunken master type thing.
Yeah,
The
it's like,
story
oh,
future, Nika. What the? I suddenly feel weak. Oh, you really are his daughter. That being said, you don't understand his meaning. It really hasn't drawn a connection between hypothetic.
the hell is this thing? Damn. Oh, you a big boy.
Oh, okay. We conducted experiments to determine whether infections and functions can create a baby and ability without feeding them the fruit normally. It was successful, but the future self is useless now. His ability can transform you into a state that matches any future perceived to be possible. So yeah, it is any future perceived to be possible.
That's just Oda, whacking himself off in his room, being like, "What kind of ridiculous bullshit can I put in my story now?"
Yeah, because he says that it grants a baby. Okay, so yeah, he says, oh yeah, okay. Bonnie, you owe that power of yours to me. We conducted experiments to determine whether intract infusions could grant a baby ability by feeding him the fruit normally. It was a success, but the fruit itself is useless now. Its ability can transform you into a state that matches any future perceived to be possible. But that means the possibilities become limited as your future becomes more certain as you uncover the truth.
That's just a load of that.
So
wow,
she can give Sanji a future where he's strong and he's Zoro, probably.
he legit turned Bonnie into a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character.
I'm gonna send you the I'm gonna put in One Piece spoilers.
He just made her the most broken character in the freaking series.
Yeah, but that's the page I put in. I told you. I told you she can.
She's a
Like she
Mary
has like
Sue.
dimensional abilities. Like
Bonnie has been
she's
turned into a Mary Sue.
she has like I told you she has like alternate dimensional
I hate
abilities.
Bonnie now.
Okay, well, but anyways, she's finna turn. She's finna put Sonya 30 years in the future, and he's finna be 2v1. That's what's gonna happen. I bet you.
I guess work isn't necessary at all. You just get broken fruit, stronger than everybody.
Dun 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 dun.
Like
Come,
freaking.
God.
It's like, what's Oda gonna do? Kill Luffy off and have Bonnie replace him?
I mean, there obviously will probably be limits, but
I hope so, because
Nika is just an impossible myth if you want to believe in. Nika is real. I've been looking for him to save that. Okay, that's something else. That's something else. That's not down under with a fruit. Your mother's been brought to Holy Land to be wife number 8 is ironic, really. She ended up being part of my drug experiments. Yeah, he's a piece of work.
that's an understatement.
It's an understatement of the century. Absolutely.
Piece of work.
Absolutely.
Man, he's a freaking fragment.
I don't think Saturn has any redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Hell no. Saturn would probably kill his own family and laugh about it.
He probably wouldn't laugh. He'd probably just justify it as being some type of fucking sick ass.
I wouldn't be surprised if in his backstory he experimented on his freaking parents and was like, "You're not strong enough. You need to reach perfection."
I wouldn't be surprised. It was very rewarding to see Kuma punch him for sure.
Yeah, but I need Kuma to get the kill on him. I don't care about he's one of the villains. Who cares? Just kill his ass.
Yeah,
he's an old man.
Pretty despicable.
He's an old man. Let the Holy Knights be stronger than the Gorosei in terms of combat. The Gorosei are political leaders.
I don't know, man. The Gorosei ain't looking too good, man. I mean, the Frankie shot really put him down there for a minute. I mean, yeah, he has great durability, but I mean, not really durability, regeneration. Durability kind of ass.
I really want Kuma to get the kill on him.
He has some crazy eye ability that can put down a billion berry plus person. He has some hacks. He has hacks. I mean, Frankie's not like weak, but come on, man. It's Frankie. He's like a mid tier. I don't know. How strong is a Frankie Radical beam? Is it like multi-building level? I don't know.
I have no idea, man.
I got you get what I'm saying about the E-Freak. Like, I think this nigga is gonna be burnt up. It's like he's gonna be like a dead spider. I don't know. If he takes an E-Freak to the face. And he can still get knocked unconscious too, I imagine. But so what's your predictions for next chapter before we head up out of here? Or you still bummed out by the whole buying thing? You don't want to talk no more. Yo, Cat, you there? Katakuri.
Hello?
Yo, you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. I guess closing out the app killed the anyway.
You were still there though. That's what's weird about
it. Prediction.
For next chapter.
The only thing I can say for certain is definitely a lot of explosions, but
explosions.
I think honestly, Kuma keeping himself there as a sacrifice in an attempt to bring Saturn down with him, like holding him there so the others can escape and he can just blow the two of them up with the Buster Call. I think that is a good prediction. You know, where it'll end with basically a big flash of light and Saturn's like screaming at the top of his lungs, no, you insolent, blah blah blah, let me go. I think that is a good prediction.
Yeah, it's a good prediction for like the end of the arc.
Exactly, because I think we might be leaving the arc. Because if they're planning to do a Buster Call, nothing's going to stop that Buster Call from going off. So it's bye Egghead Island at this point. They have to get the hell out of there, or else they're going to get. You know what I mean? Like, what's Oda going to do? Spend 5 to 6 chapters just charging up the freaking cannons?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously Oda can do that because that's how Oda works.
Yeah, I'll hate that if it's like, oh, it's 3 chapters until the Buster Call is actually charged.
I don't know. I mean, it's an Oda thing to do. I mean, I don't know. I don't see where else we can go though. So I hope we stay in Egghead.
But Egghead's going to go bye, so there's not going to be any Egghead.
Yeah, I'm saying I hope we stay in Egghead next chapter is what I mean.
We have to. Where else are we going to go?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing else to do. So I would hope,
Unless it's just a random.
I'm just saying, what you predict is going to happen next chapter? Do you think Sanji's going to fight both of them? Do you think like he's going to get taken out in a chapter and then Luffy's going to come back? Like,
Sanji's already on the way there. He's basically booking it towards that position. So there has to be some kind of altercation with Sanji.
I mean, Sanji's right there at the situation, though.
Unless Kizaru intercepts, like teleports in front of him and is like, I can't let you through, and then they have to fight for a bit.
What you mean, Sanji's booking it to where?
He's clearly running towards where everything is happening.
He is where everything is happening.
What I mean is he's running to attack somebody. Like, he's going to be, like, booking it to kick somebody in the head, basically.
Right. And I mean, it's not he can go anywhere. Anyways.
So what I'm suggesting is that Kizaru might intercept by teleporting right in front of him and, try to kick Sanji out of the way. And then Sanji blocks it with his own foot.
Okay. I hope we don't get all screened of that.
Whatever.
I hope we don't get all screened of this. And we like.
Oh, I hate that so freaking much.
I have a feeling we're gonna. I think this chapter actually might end up being like a Zoro and a Sanji chapter. I don't care about Zoro versus Lucci, to be honest. But
honestly, Lucci is about as interesting as a blade of grass now.
Yeah, Lucci is a plot device to keep Zoro out of the conflict.
And Zoro should not be struggling against Lucci. He should have beaten him with just like a backhand. He should have beaten him with a slap.
It's funny because he's using Conqueror's Haki right now.
Yeah, Lucci should not require Conquerors to take him down.
Yeah, like you see the black lightning or whatever coming off his swords. Like he's using Conquerors right now.
Then he should have flat out cut Lucci and freaking atomized him.
Apparently, Lucci is him, man. I mean, I think definitely next chapter we're gonna see Sanji trying his hardest, struggling against Saturn and Kizaru. Not exactly because Saturn's strong, but because Saturn's a little bitch. He's probably gonna be hitting Sanji from the back.
I mean, we know he's strong, but I don't think he's strong in the sense of. I don't think he's.
I don't think he'll be able to take them any of the month trio just by himself.
Exactly. Definitely. Sanji should solo Saturn.
Absolutely, but
he should be able to do that. No problem.
He's not gonna be able to because Kizaru's gonna be hitting him.
Yeah, exactly.
Or either that, like Sanji's gonna be trying to probably focus on Kizaru. Saturn's gonna be doing some bullshit on the side. Cause he's a pussy.
Who?
Obviously, but
who is
Saturn?
Yeah, I mean the man has no honor whatsoever. Just a true monster.
Yeah. So Sanji's gonna have to hold it down. He's probably gonna get a couple kicks in. And then at the end of the chapters, Luffy's probably gonna come back.
It's very possible that while he's attacking Saturn to protect Bonnie and Kuma, that Kizaru just takes shots at him.
Oh my goodness, Sanji, he has to protect them. He has to protect Frankie, Bonnie, and Kuma. I don't think they care about Frankie as much.
Not so much protect Kuma, because Kuma could probably still do stuff, but
you think Kuma's gonna do something?
I mean, what, he hits him once and that's it? Nah, that's not good enough.
He wasn't really responding to Bonnie though. I don't think Kuma is there right now.
Well, I mean, that's possible, yeah.
I think it's just Sanji. It's on Sanji to come in clutch.
It'd be really crazy, considering how broken her fruit is. What if Bonnie could actually de-age Kuma and bring him back to a time when he had his memories?
That would be wild. I don't know how she would do that, but that'd be wild.
Dude, if she can envision a future where she has the powers of Nika, she can definitely de-age Kuma to where he'd have his memories still.
What was funny though is that it's like a limit to the Nika though. She wasn't like full on Nika. It was just like she could perceive the future.
But this wouldn't be as limited because it's literally about affecting somebody's age.
And I think it also probably has to do with her imagination. I feel it's gonna be like limited by her imagination. Like if she can't imagine a future where she could beat a certain opponent, she probably can't beat them. Like she's like, I can't imagine beating them because they're so strong. She can imagine being Nika because she knows how Nika looks, type of thing, I guess.
Then why doesn't she straight up have a reality warping fruit?
What I said was that I think it only has to do with like what she can only imagine. If she sees Goku, right, destroying a planet, she probably can imagine. She's like, I can't imagine a future of beating that, but because she'd be so scared of like the idea of, I don't know.
But that still has nothing to do with time. That's reality warping at that point.
I mean, that's how the spoilers for Bleach. That's how the Bleach character worked. Like he couldn't imagine a future where he defeated Kenpachi. Remember?
Yeah, but he also had reality warping powers. He didn't have anything time related.
Right. I mean, her power is not exactly reality. I mean, it's reality warping, but it's not like she's like changing the environment.
I mean, I'm sure somebody will have a power like that, but yeah, you're right.
It's still about time. I don't know. Will we consider that reality? That's still time based. It's just a future.
It's reality warping only when it comes to futures and that's it. So it still counts.
Honestly, it makes a lot of sense for Bonnie to be here then, because this egghead is all about the future. So it ties in.
That's true. And I mean, she's a kid, so she is literally the future of the world. Because when she becomes an adult, she could have a high-ranking position in government. She could be a queen.
Man, yeah, Bonnie in 20 years would be nasty.
In 20 years, she might be like a governor or something.
She has so much ridiculous potential.
Mm-hmm. When you said she, I thought you were trying to do Moria's laugh. It's like she.
Oh no, no. I mean Moria's fruit is pretty nasty too, but yeah. So that's why I predict that Sanji's gonna get aged up to a future. It's gonna be like I said this earlier. You weren't there. But like I predict whenever this chapter gets around, like the next chapter gets around to like the anime, I predict the title is gonna be like 30 years in the future, Bonnie's belief in Sanji. Like she believes in Sanji to win.
Sanji would be like damn near 50 at that point.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me change the title. 20 years in the future. 20
I
years.
can see her aging him up by 10 years if she does that, but 30?
Well, I had said dirty one time because it was like a SBS where older had Drew the Straw Hats is older.
That's true.
But 20, it was like a 40-year-old Sanji and a 60-year-old one that he had show like an SBS of how they would look in the future. And Sanji kind of would get he doesn't look like
I love the one image of Luffy, by the way. The one
You
that
said what?
where he almost looks a little bit like Shanks, and I think it looks awesome.
Oh, that one with the SBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he's like because Bonnie obviously she believes in Sanji. Like she said earlier that he's a good cook in a fight. Like she complimented him earlier. Um, so since I think it is imagination based, she's like I believe in Sanji. So she believes in him to be able to perceive a future to where he could get her out of this situation.
You know,
Um,
oh,
so that's what I think with that. But also,
you know,
I think O's been doing great with parallels, like how Vegapunk referenced the power of love. Sanji said something earlier about the power of love. I think O is trying to like make like a type of thing where it's like the power of love versus the power of science type of thing, where they kind of can intertwine. Um,
you know, you know,
and also it makes sense. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, it'd be great. I know this wouldn't happen because they barely know each other, but I would love it if after a while Bonnie started saying to Sanji, calling him Big Brother.
Oh yeah, I can
You know,
see
because
that.
he's obviously a kid. Because it'd be awesome if she was like it. You know, if they had time to bond, the Straw Hats and her, she could see Luffy and Sanji in the same way that Luffy saw Sabo and Ace.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, don't Luffy could be like, "Don't you mess with my little sister? I'm gonna break your neck if you do that."
yeah. Sanji's like, stop making Bonnie Chan sad. In this chapter.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? Bonnie's supposed to have a crew, but they're not here, are they?
Um, I think she has a crew. Yeah, I don't know
So,
who they are, but they got
so
separated or something by the storm.
so she's gonna have to tag along with the Straw Hats, right? To at least find her crew.
I guess so. I guess maybe.
Unless
But
Vegapunk
honestly,
has like a freaking airship on standby to fly away.
I mean, she probably will tag along with them at the end of the arc because Kuma's probably going
Yeah,
to die. Sacrifice himself, like you said. I think
which
that will
freaking
happen.
sucks, man. Like,
Which
I
would be
get
really
it,
sad,
but
but yeah, that's probably what's going to
this
happen.
character deserved so much more screen time.
I would say about your whole art thing. I think that'd been cool to have an art, but I think also a character can do a lot in a small amount of time for me.
Well, maybe
Um,
not an entire arc, but a lot more screen time than he's been given.
yeah. I mean, I think what he's done with his screen time has been great though. So
Yeah, it's why I could never put him in top 10 because he hasn't been here enough. Like,
I don't know. He's definitely been here a lot more than a lot of other characters though. So
well, yeah, but
I'm trying to remember what your top 10 was. I'm gonna look back at it. It
well,
was
eventually we're gonna do a top 20,
no
right?
top 20 favorites.
Are we gonna do a top 20?
Top 20 favorites? Sure.
And we'll just
My list
continue.
would still be the same. I still would have Kuma my top 10 because
Top
yeah,
20, he might be for me. Um,
I mean, it must be a lot of characters who don't even have their stories fleshed out. If you rate highly, then Kuma wouldn't be a top 20.
that's true. I mean, because I don't. It's also about likability and you know, do I relate to this character? Do I feel what they feel? Um, and I
I mean,
mean, from the
Kuma
from
was so kind in his past. I definitely feel for him
yeah,
heavy. Um,
I mean, just from the perspective of wanting to protect the innocent, it's like who?
and also
I mean,
the fact that he's one of the few actual genuinely great fathers in anime. um,
yeah. Only reason he wasn't around is because he was forced to be a freaking weapon.
yeah, and the
The
fact
only
that he
the only the only father in One Piece that has no excuses, Dragon.
yeah.
Sorry. Like, I don't want to hear that. Oh well, I'm a revolutionary. You could have freaking taken Luffy with you and said, "I'm going to train my son to become, a revolutionary one day." You could have freaking done that.
And I think also what makes Kuma great is the way his character has been recontextualized because Kuma honestly was one of the most like he put the crew in like the worst position they ever was in. Um,
I still don't like his younger design. I think it looks goofy.
well, that's just One Piece, but whatever.
This very serious, noble character being a total freaking goofball. It's like, and doing a freaking naked, like really, like a freaking dance. Like, what do you want to be Odin without being a embarrassment?
Okay. Well, yeah, but yeah, his pre-time skip, like the way how much dread he had put in the story when he peered up, because like, what is this guy doing? That also ups him too as a character because he's one of the most intimidating antagonists back then. And how he created that moment when Luffy's just crying for his crew, which was absolutely heartbreaking. But then you have him arcs later, and you see why he did that stuff, and you see his whole story, and it's like, damn, and how much he connects to the story. It's like I can't imagine not liking Kuma. But to me, I think he's done enough to where I wouldn't need an arc. But I respect your opinion, though. But I just think he's done so.
It's not that he hasn't necessarily done enough in the story. It's just
because I know you personally say you prefer to have
that.
Kizaru arc. That's you kind of start off coming from a position of like, oh
but
man,
Kizaru has been in an arc, Marineford.
Yeah,
he didn't pop up like towards the end of the arc and then do a few things and leave or die. He's had an entire arc, pretty much. And Egghead's technically a second. I just hope freaking Kizaru doesn't die, because like Saturn, there's nothing else. There's nothing more for Saturn to do. Let's be honest. I mean, what else can he do in the story besides maybe have one fight?
I don't know what else Saturn can do in the story. I don't want to see him no more really after this.
Yeah, he should die here. He really should.
Yeah, and not just because I hate him, but also just because I don't know what else he can do. He's not that strong, like really.
I mean, he's strong, but he's not. He's not He's not.
I don't think he's so strong. He should be an end game, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
The rest of the Gorosei are like this, then I don't think they should be the last villains to fight. To be honest,
they shouldn't be. I mean, I'm hoping this means that the Gorosei are going to go down, and then the Blackbeard Pirates really do take over as the final fights. It's like, oh, Gorosei are dead. We're going to kill Emu.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the Admiral's still gonna be over them as end game antagonists. People are like, "Oh man, the Gorosei, look how much."
I don't know about the Admirals, because
and I've been telling people that he's gonna be a glass cannon. He's gonna be a glass cannon. He's gonna be a glass cannon. I've been telling over and over. I knew he's gonna be a glass cannon.
The Admirals aren't gonna be end game antagonists because Fujitora is already a good guy.
You got Aki Inu.
Kizaru, I mean, what? Just Kizaru and Green Bull, and then Aki Inu, and that's it.
I mean, what's going on with Aokiji?
I don't think he's going to be an antagonist. I see him jumping ship.
Okay. Well, I mean, we talked about it before. I think Aokiji has a plan or something like. I mean, I think he's gonna be a Kizaru situation where it's like he's gonna be an antagonist, but he's gonna be an antagonist who has depth to him, I guess.
He's already been an antagonist, though.
Yeah, that one time with Robin or whatever when he froze Luffy, I guess. Yeah.
When he was trying to kill Luffy at Marineford.
Oh, I guess you could say that. I mean, there's so many of the other.
Last I checked, you don't try to kill your friends.
I guess you will.
I don't know what world you come from, but when you like someone, you're not like, oh, I want to put ice spears into your body.
I guess I think Aki Inu was definitely more the main antagonist there, though.
For sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even Kizaru, I feel like did a lot more than Aokiji and Marineford. So I don't know, but least stuff that I remember. I don't remember much of what Aokiji did specifically. I know he got his eyes cut by Mihawk. Um, but yeah. So I guess your prediction is that Sanji would get a hit in. You don't really have no. I guess you just want to go with the flow. You don't really have no predictions of what could happen.
He'll at least have no, because I honestly do see the next 2 chapters basically being like, this whole place is going to blow up. We got to get the hell out of here. I really do see that being the case.
Okay, so that's what you think the next chapters will be.
I don't see why it wouldn't be the case. I mean,
honestly, I can see some next chapter when Zoro tries to go help Sanji, but then Lucci stops him.
I mean, unless you're suggesting that freaking Zoro cuts the Buster Call cannons before they can fire their blasts. I don't see any other way for it to go.
Okay. Well, here's how I see it. Sanji versus Saturn Kizaru. At the end of the chapter, Luffy's gonna help. Luffy's gonna come back. And we're gonna have a moment in the chapter where Zoro is gonna be like, "What's going on?" He's like, or something. I don't know. And then Luffy's gonna be like, "Focus on me." And then that's gonna be off screen. But yeah, that's my predictions from that chapter. Bonnie maybe still trying to talk to Kuma, and he's like, "Bonnie, you gotta get out of Bonnie charge. You gotta get up out of here." And Frank's gonna be like, "I wish I can help," but he's like down for the count. He's probably not knocked out, but he's like, "Oh, he's struggling to get back up," but he's like beaten up or something.
Frankie was just wasted this arc. Seriously, wasted.
Yeah, it's a science arc, and
you couldn't even give Frankie those freaking hologram gloves and let him get a punch in on Kizaru at least. Like even if it didn't hurt,
he got hit on Saturn.
Even if he didn't hurt Kizaru, just bypassed his Logia defense. That would have at least been something. Maybe Kizaru could have smirked and said, "Oh, you're pretty resourceful, aren't you?"
I mean, Kizaru did say, "I want to see your growth," I guess.
Yeah, but come on, Frankie actually being a threat towards freaking Kizaru, come on.
I mean, like I said, he got hit on. I mean, I do agree. I agree that Frankie should do a lot more. I'm also now of the opinion that the arc's going to end soon because every time
Frankie needs a new freaking body. He needs to build himself a new body.
Because every time we think it is from the end, I mean, I can't blame Frankie for getting one shot by Kizaru. I don't expect Frankie not to get one shot.
All the Straw Hats should get one shot by Kizaru unless they are Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, Jinbei's like making. I mean, he's like what, packing boxes to put on the ship. Yeah, like last time we saw him, he's packing boxes.
That's pretty lame. He's one of your top fighters, and you got him freaking doing stuff that anybody could do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like that comes with the territory where I heard an argument that somebody talked about. They said they like Jinbei, but they feel like the problem with Jinbei joining this crew is that we already don't have enough Straw Hats doing enough stuff. So,
I agree.
Like Jinbei is every now and then as a supporting character, but somebody argued that he was a good supporting character, but him joining the Straw Hats would obviously make him, have to not be around sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was kind of ruined by becoming a Straw Hat. Let's be honest.
I don't know what I'll say all that, but
I mean, given how Oda writes them now, yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, a lot of Straw Hats don't do anything. I mean,
if this was pre-time skip Straw Hats and Jinbei joined, he'd be freaking fantastic. But Oda just doesn't want to give him anything to do.
Yeah, it's just too many of them, to be honest. Like,
I don't think it's too many of them.
Huh?
It's not too many of them. There's just too many other characters that Oda's been focusing on instead of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like Bonnie feels more like a Straw Hat than them right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a problem that Oda just has too many characters, really.
Absolutely. I feel really bad for this guy right now.
Who? Talking about some video or something?
In the game I'm playing.
Oh.
These are some of the most interesting characters I've seen in a long time. Oh my god.
But yeah, guys, we finna head up out of here. I'm hyped from Sanji stuff. Next chapter. And you know, if Sanji ages up and fights 2v1, you heard it here first, folks. So yeah, peace, like and subscribe. Let me put up the to be continued thing. Where's it at? Where's that? To be continued. Where are you? To be continued. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So
my god. This is just all sorts of messed up.
So peace, like and subscribe. Where is the music? Where's the music? Where's the music? Let me get it. Okay, hold on. Peace, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. Sanji sees the next chapter. Let's get it.